Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Not Dark Daggerheart. I should change the title. Oops, I got changed to this one, Cody's face. Why, hello. We're gonna be painting today, and I'm realizing I forgot my hat. I gotta get a hat real quick.
Uh-oh.
I was in a rush to get this done because I totally blanked how much extra stuff this would take to get ready to paint. We are not able to. Chandler was unable to make it today. He had to cancel last second, so today I'm going to be showing Cody how to paint. I have this really cool model here that I worked on. Looks really cool. I had to put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's pretty good, dude.
I'm realizing now, I put it on the thing here, there's stuff inside, and because Alyssa put it in here. No, actually, Cody painted this last time he was here. He did a fantastic job, and I am showing it off because I am very, very jealous. And I told him to, hey, keep it, you know, your skills down to a minimum because in case I have to come back and finish it. And he did finish it, but he did a fucking great job. So now I have to up my ante on how things look.
Hell yeah.
How long does this take you, Cody?
It was fun. I mean, we took breaks in between and stuff. So let's see. I got there at like 11:45. We started painting probably like 12:30ish, and then I left at. I would probably say it took like 4 or 5 hours overall.
I'm actually going to be painting this little shed that my wife is working on. A shed. It's a very nice, nicer, I guess you could say, commoner's household with 2 stories and a balcony. She painted the roof and she painted 2 of the insides, just the floors, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to be painting this today. Doing some very minor stuff. We're going to be chit-chatting a bit as we do this. Cody, you want to bring up what you're painting today?
Sure. Sorry, I'm putting him back on his base because he's a little wobbly. But I will be painting this bad boy. I have this Red Dragon model. I forget what brand it is, but this might be WizKids, I think. I want to say. It doesn't say on the bottom. Oh, yeah, it is WizKids. Yep. So the WizKids Red Dragon model I'm going to be painting. I got this for Christmas probably like 3 years ago, but we stopped playing D&D in person, and so I just never really had the motivation to sit down and paint it. But after painting with Jordan last week, I've had the urge to start painting again, so we decided this would be a good time to do that. But it's a very elaborate model. I probably won't finish it today. You can see like all the spikes on its back and shit, so I would imagine I probably won't finish, like I said. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get the base in, maybe get a good wash on it and stuff. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited.
This cool.
One, oh yeah, so the WizKids model, I wanted to mention too that they have a problem with like some of their dragon models where like the plastic gets deformed in the box that they ship it in. So this wing right here, usually, you know, he has this like big, powerful, hold on, camera, big, powerful kind of like wing swoop. But when I got it, it was all like squished into the body. So I actually just used some like sculpting wire and some epoxy clay to form the wing out. You just put it in hot water, bend it, put it in cold water, and then it'll stay like that for a little bit, but it kept coming back, so I had to use the wire and the epoxy putty. But now he has this nice big powerful wing swoop that makes him a lot more intimidating.
I have another, one second, I have another camera I have to add to my hotkey list real quick. It should be super simple. So I can quickly switch to your camera on the fly. Paint Cam 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
There you go. Now you can see Cody's camera because he's going to be the better painter. I believe I got mine. I 3D printed this free. I can't remember, off of Maker's World. I like to shout out people when I can. So let me see if I can find that real quick. Let's see. You know, I probably have it saved. Wrong one. Yes. This is Fantasy Tavern D&D Wargaming Terrain from Everything D&D on Maker World. Looks like this model was created by Siki Rock from Thingiverse. He just took it around the thing to here, so I'll probably give him a shout out too. I've downloaded a handful of his models from Thingiverse as well. Ooh, I should build that tavern. That tavern's cool. Yeah, so we will do some painting, chit chat a bit. Do your normal fun stuff here.
So I got a chunk dried in my tube.
Gross.
Yeah.
What color should I paint the exterior of this? Very rough looking. Oh, my thing just went away because, well, I'm casting it to the television and it just disappeared. So if the stream's still working, I'll leave it, but I don't think it did, my guess. Because I can't do that because I'm casting audio. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, your camera's frozen because it freaked out on my end on the stream. Because give me 1 second. You keep chatting with them, even though it's not going to show anything. I got to find another monitor to plug into real fast.
It's red pretty thin. If I have to apply a second coat, that's not a big deal. I would rather have to do 2 coats instead of find out that I applied too much on the first time and then it's ruined. And like I have to thin my paint pretty good because this dragon has so many like fine scales and details.
We are back at it.
Looks like
so Cody's painting.
Jordan is back.
I throw a TV on the floor and just plug the screen into it because it was fighting me. Stupid thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry if my lighting's not perfect either.
Nah, it's okay.
I have like 3 light sources right now, but I mean, there's just going to be shadows. Makes it a little tough. But the good thing is the way I look at painting minis, like if it's in the shadow in the lighting that I currently have, it's likely that no one's really going to see it. So when they're looking at it on a shelf or on a game board, and that's really my level of that's more my level of painting is what will it look like on the game board, and is anybody really going to notice any of like these fine details that I've kind of missed, and I just don't think that most of the time people don't see that shit. So
Yeah, plus it's not like we're on camera or anything, so.
right. But even then, like I said, like there's like shadows on my stream, so like I can't, or my camera, so like I don't even know if they'll be able to see some of the stuff that I'm painting, but that is okay.
I'm just opening up. I didn't
If anybody
grab
watching
any.
is curious,
I didn't
go
grab
ahead.
any cardboard or anything to paint to put my thicker paints on or the paint on. So it doesn't soak into. I just threw down some newspaper. I'm grabbing a little bit of cardboard. Sure. I'm gonna paint the walls this green color because it looks good.
Green.
And then I lose my paintbrush because it's
For
behind my
Sam's
ear.
workshop over there. So yeah, I don't know, Jordan, if you want to talk about the painting a lot, like tips and stuff, or if you would rather just like chat about like character creations and things like
No,
that.
please, yeah, please do. What is your typical? You were just talking about your go-to paints and the paint you're currently using, stuff like that. What is your go-to like start to finish process on something like this?
So something like this, I mean, honestly, it really depends on like the time frame you have to paint it. Like this is one I've been sitting on for a long time, and it is because I wanted to do a really good job on it. So I just did like a black primer all over it, just to kind of get a good base for the paint to stick to. And then I'm just going in with some watered down acrylic paints. Gonna base coat it in like the overall tone. Oh, that's too much paint. And the overall tone of the dragon is going to be this red. So I'm just giving it a nice base in this red, and that should allow me to go back in later to apply different details. I'll see how this coat dries. I might need to apply a second, just depending on how well, like, sometimes the black pulls through really heavy, and I don't want the dragon to be like super dark. I typically do like a little bit more of like a darker look on my miniatures because when you look in nature, unless you're looking at like poison dart frogs and shit, animals are usually pretty earthy, in tone, like to blend into their landscapes and stuff. And I know a lot of people have different preferences when it comes to like magical creatures, like dragons. Like they might want them to be super vibrant so that they look more imposing in an environment, like really dominate the space. But I tend to like more of like a natural look, so I'll go for this red base. If it covers nicely, which I can already tell like here, like some of these scales, the black is pulling through, so I'll have to go over it again with the red. And that's probably a sign I'm watering my paints down too much.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. What is the consistency you look for when you're trying to water down your paints? 'Cause I think I'm doing too much all
Uh,
the time.
Melted ice cream is kind of like you want it to be thick enough that it's not like dripping off your brush. So if I can get my camera to focus on this, it might it's not going to focus here. Hold on. It's like, I mean, it's hard to tell. I don't have the nicest camera for my downward camera, but like
Yeah.
you want it to look like, a little creamy.
Got it.
You don't want it to be runny, which I admittedly I'm a little out of practice, so my paint job's been a little watery so far.
I
But
tend
and
to
I'm gonna
do that.
probably just keep that up because I don't want to like mix that consistency.
Yeah, I got that problem. I think I watered it down too much.
And which is fine to do. You just have to do more coats then. But see, I already mixed it a little bit now, so now I'm getting brush strokes, and those are a pain in the ass to smooth out. And that is the hard part. Like, and I am using like a little bit cheaper paints. I think this whole kit of like 40 paints or whatever was like $30 on Amazon or something like that. And so you're just kind of a little bit limited by your materials. Sorry, I'm painting off camera. But so you're kind of bound a little bit to the materials that you're using, the medium that you have.
Are you watching the stream right now?
Am I watching it? No.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, I could pull it up on my phone, but
no, it's fine. I have it set right now. You are just a touch off to the left, but it's fine. Oh, you know what? You might be reversed than me. Bring it the other way. Bring your
What?
mini. Move your mini right now. Is your mini in your left hand? There you
Yes.
go. That's centered.
That's centered. Okay.
Well, because I have a split right now, and I can't get my method of switching cameras, my hotkeys, or whatever reason not working. I don't know why.
Oh,
But I'm
really?
waiting for a. Not a big deal. We're both on camera, and it is looking Gucci.
Good, good, good.
I should have done a top down of
Oh.
both of us. Didn't even think about that.
So today I'm probably just gonna focus on the body, and then I'll come back to the wings a little bit later because I'm not for this method I'm not trying to mix a lot of paints because or for this piece I should say I'm not trying to mix a lot of paints because I have such a wide variety anyway. I'm just gonna try to use the colors they gave me, and that way I don't have to if I have to stop and come back to it I don't have to recreate something.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing too. When you came over to do the building, like I don't want to mix your paints or the paints you try to make because I'm not gonna be able to do it right.
Yeah.
But you did great. You finished that. You also finished a tower that looks awesome. I did start printing more of it, and then my printer messed up, so I'll have to go and fix that. I might just use it as like later on basic terrain and fix in the background, in the background of something.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Damn it. My light source is just off, so I can't get this forearm very well.
Don't worry, I'm using
But yeah, so you kind of asked me about my process earlier. So if this coat goes well, I will probably come in with like a purplish like wash. Color theory, fun fact, the cold colors recede into the background and trick your brain into thinking things are further away than they are. So if you use, purple is it's a mix of red and blue. So it's a cool color, and it also pulls into that recess area so that people call it like recess shading, stuff like that. But if you do that, because some people will just use like a black, but then what black does is it desaturates your top layer. So if I do a black wash, it'll actually mute the red that I used on the rest of the skin. Whereas if I use a purple, there's red in it, so it'll actually add more vibrancy and color to the red coat that I already put on it.
Very nice. Painting session.
And then once you get your recesses shaded, you can start going in and picking out highlights and stuff, and that's where you'd use like an orange. I prefer orange for red shades because again if you use white you end up having like a pinkish hue, and I don't want pink on my terrifying red dragon. So I'm gonna use orange, and that'll really make it feel warm and full of blood. This really isn't like the best model to paint on a stream, I guess, because the wing covers like half its body, so when I have to hold it up to paint, all you see is the wing that I'm not touching.
I can switch to camera 2.
Well, that's like I said, that's not really that's a model issue, not really like a camera issue, but it's really relaxing. I have like fantasy music playing in the background, and it's all like just orchestra.
I did. I'm using. I don't think the camera or the mic can pick it up. I should find some for the stream because I use stuff for Chandler here. I use Pocket Bard, which I've been enjoying a lot, but it does not pick up on camera or on a microphone very well. I was hoping there'd be like a desktop version that I would use, but I don't think so. So I think I'm just gonna be I can find obviously another one, but I liked Pocket Bard because it was free and it sounded well.
Yeah, I like Pocket Bard. I mean, when I was in your D&D campaign, we were using that and stuff. It was good. They have I like that you can like change the ambience, like Like, oh, you can add like a fire crackling, or you can add like townspeople talking, stuff
Yeah,
like
then
that.
and then the intensity of it too, if you want, if it's quieter
Yeah.
and stuff like that as well. I've been enjoying that. But yeah, Chandler, yeah, reached out yesterday, or I reached out yesterday, just making sure, like checking in, and thank goodness I did because he would have dropped the ball on me this morning saying he couldn't do it. Probably he likes to do that.
And then we wouldn't have been able to set this up because it would have been too late.
Yeah,
I mean, I was planning on painting this today anyway, actually.
Did
So
you really?
It kind of worked out. Yeah.
Well, thank you, my boy.
I was
We did have one
feeling
video
painty.
of you making your character that we will be showing later on, and I just knew that I knew he was gonna be gone next week. He is gonna be at a convention down the cities.
More art stuff.
Selling his arts.
That's cool.
His art stuff.
I was talking to Renee about that last night. Actually, I was like, man, I really wish that like, because when I was younger, like, I mean, thank God I ended up in the job industry that I'm in and having an outlet for all this like artistic stuff. Because when I was younger, I went to school at a very small town, and everyone said like, you know, if you and I always took art classes, and I was in a bunch of them. I won an art fair and stuff like that, but I was just like always told that like you'll never make money doing art, which is crazy to think about. Like nowadays, you know, like a ton of people make money with art online, and
yeah, but how many people you see that aren't making money?
well, right, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who don't. I mean, I think that's the thing, but like, I don't know. I've always been like pretty good at it, so I just
Absolutely.
I wish
I
people
think
would encourage people more because like
yeah.
I'm jealous that Chandler has like these art conventions and stuff that he goes to where he can sell stuff. Like I wish I was doing that.
Yeah, we'll be going. We
But
talked about going to Twin Cities Con. That's coming up here in November, I believe. A lot of like voice actors are gonna be there. Brendan Fraser's gonna be there. I think he's the big one. Out of everybody. If you watch Critical Role, Robbie Damon's gonna be there. Thought that was pretty cool. So we are excited. Chandler, you can actually apply to actually sell art at those, and Chandler, I think he did, but he didn't get in. Either A, they were full, or I actually didn't ask him why he didn't get in. He just said he didn't get in. But one of my coworkers, she also does stuff like this. Not painting, but drawing, and sells her prints online and stuff like that. She's actually gonna be there. She's gonna be selling her stuff, so it'd be cool to see her
really,
stuff.
that's cool.
The one that I made, that your goose print I gave you.
Yeah.
I think I paid for that with a coffee drink at work.
Coworker discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I already noticed on this leg I didn't coat it enough because that black was pulling through a lot. So I have to kind of. I've been going and adding a little bit once my brush gets a little dry because I don't want it to like if I add wet paint to it, it'll start pulling actually and make weird brush strokes. So
yeah, I experienced that on this big one here. Oh, listen, this was one of the first things. Listen, I did. Let's see if I pull it on the camera here. Is none of my? Oh, now it's working. Cool.
yeah, and in Discord I can't really. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it.
5. Yeah, we did this one. And some of the areas, yeah, like this bottom one here, the bottom and the top, these 2 yellows didn't get like super well done. I think, obviously, that one we mixed the color, so probably didn't hit it twice. And what is it? 6? 6 is mine. Yeah, there's stuff in this one too. Who's putting stuff in here? Goodness gracious! Oh,
you got some gremlins at your place.
Yeah, apparently. The camera out here full enough. Yeah, I like it for the purposes of it being on a very tiny screen that you'll never see and not in 4K. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
back to the good painter. Make him nice and big.
So can this viewers see your painting then? Because in Discord I just see you, which is fine. But I just
Yeah,
say...
they see my face and then they see your hands and nice and big next to me.
Okay.
You're like the I took you and replaced the battle cam with you or your Discord call. So
Got it.
so yeah. That way I get views.
That way I get views. I stop by, like on TikTok, I see a lot of people like painting minis, and I'll stop and watch them for a while.
I see the edited ones, but it's always like the resin printing. They do the whole process from it being printed to them painting it, and that's really cool. And the resin printers the bigger resin printers are becoming more, consumer based. I mean, sure they cost $1,000, but you can still buy them, versus it being like this big industrial thing. I think that's so cool. Would I use it? Probably not as much. I have a resin printer I haven't touched in over a year. Should go clean it out. But they are very cool and they make very high quality things. You just have to make sure you are prepared for all the extra stuff with resin printing, like good ventilation. Wherever you put it needs to have good ventilation. Preferably a source of something with fresh air coming in and the bad air going out. You need a cleaning area because that 2-part resin is still, even the water washable stuff is still very toxic. Do not run it down your sink like I did.
Openly admits to crimes on his stream.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And then, have an area for your waste as well. Putting it, I was talking about more like it just clogging up my pipes versus, which it shouldn't. I mean, it's just, it's only going to harden once it gets UV lights on it. Let's see.
I like the resin prints. I think they look... Generally, I think like for those buildings that you have, I was really surprised at how well they turned out with the 3D printer.
Yeah.
I just find that the resin prints just look a lot nicer. They're because they come out smooth, right? So that's
correct.
What I like.
Yeah, and some of these, I'm gonna be honest, Cody. I think everything that you worked on, I did at a larger nozzle size because my FDM printer. Fused, whatever it is. It's just the filament printer. I can't remember what the description is called. The larger nozzle is the only one I could get to work. But we're talking about like the normal nozzle being 0.4 millimeters, and the nozzle I was using was 0.6 millimeters. But I think it would have saved me like, I think yours probably took 500 grams of filament, which was like a half roll. So $10 out of $10 is $5. I think I told you, $5.50.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been like $2 to $3, probably $3 if I printed on the smaller. But smaller nozzle also means higher quality, so you might not even see the lines on some of those. So
really, okay.
On the next ones, I got it working now. It's working on the smaller nozzle. And then I picked up more material, so I will be able to make some bigger ones. And then if this goes well, meaning, minus all the hiccups we have already encountered, and I can, prepare for those, we can do this more often. Whether you be painting your own miniatures, the next time you come over, I just give you a handful of buildings and you paint, and then you come back and you swap them out a few months later, just so I have content to stream. Because I was like panicking last night. I'm like, oh man, I have video, I didn't want to use it, I was gonna use it for something else, and then
save it.
Cody comes and saves the day.
Well, luckily I had a mini to paint. I think this is the only one I have left to paint, so...
Did you ever finish
I'll have to
Ardell?
No, he's still in my car too, but
I know, I saw him.
I finished the mini Ardell.
That's right. That's what it was.
So this was 2 years ago now. Jordan and I, through a D&D Facebook group, found a local group in St. Cloud to play a game with, and my character was a halfling, fighter, and he had the rune knight, so he could like become a giant, size wise at least. So Jordan printed me off a mini and then a large version of Ardell.
And then the DM canceled it.
Yeah, and I got to use it one time when we fought a tree, which is okay. I mean, to be honest, like I was having fun just because it was cool that we both got to play.
Play with each other. Yeah.
Every time we've played together, one of us is a DM, so it was kind of cool to like play together and stuff. But
one of these days, AI will take over.
AI, yeah. I'm surprised they don't have like an AI DM already. Like
I saw
would think
one.
That,
you can. It's $1 per hour.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know how well it plays, but
yeah, and we can talk about this because I'm assuming people are not gonna like the idea of like AI in creative spaces, and that's the thing is that like, but it's perfect for like us. Where like we don't really get to play together, so it'd be cool for just to, like have an auto. And like, who knows how fucking boring the story would be or whatever. But
correct.
It'd probably just use modules, I would assume.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if like it throws the curveballs at you. You see, you know, someone punches you in the crowd. Oh my god, and like type of stuff. Like, oh cool.
Yeah, and like I'm off camera. And how would it like how would it do with, you know, like my Roscoe character? Like how would it do with like that chaos? You know, would it like improv with me, or would it be like, no, you can't do that?
That'd be so
I have a feeling it'd be a bit more of like a stiff DM where it'd be like, no, I'm not gonna allow that.
You lose track of him. No, I don't. Let me roll for it. Yeah, we'll see.
I actually have to take him off the base because I can't get to his underside. Dragon penis.
Rule 34.
Dragon D's nuts.
18 rated. Thanks, Cody. Now I can't be family friendly anymore.
That's okay. We're not family friendly here.
Yeah, I upload all those stuff to YouTube, the VODs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it asks me, like, is this meant for kids? Like, and then if you say yes, you have to like describe exactly what's in the video, or like what the video is for.
You know, actually, I think that's a good thing. Protect the kids, man, from the horrors of the internet.
What about?
But like, also, what's to stop you from like lying about it? I guess.
Yeah, correct.
You got any patrons asking any questions or anything?
No.
Okay.
I did put our subcategory or category into just chatting.
Got it.
So we're at the bottom of a very long list of.
Don't they have like an art one you could have put us in?
Is that what it is? I should have done. I didn't remember what it was. I tried to look up painting and nothing popped up.
Yeah, I think there's an art category.
Let me go grab switch it real quick after I get this one panel done.
I'm off camera again. It's really hard because like 3D painting is so different than like on a canvas, and so like you have to hold things at like odd angles to like really see what you're working with.
What'd you say? And, art?
I think there's an art category.
Yeah, it just is art though, so hopefully that's what I want.
Assume so.
I think so. Look at. Hello, dog. How are you? Are you here to give me views? Or are you here to be annoying?
To give me views?
Probably the latter.
We got Out Dog.
Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big nose. You probably can't even see me on camera anymore, can you?
What? Me?
On Discord?
Oh, I can see you sitting at the table, but I see like your tripod and light and all that kind of stuff too.
Let me rotate it a little bit.
So I can't see what you're working on, but
That's fine. You don't need to.
I don't need to. What the heck? What's that?
Yeah, then you can't judge then.
Nothing wrong with some friendly advice, Jordan.
It'd be better if you just didn't do what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Could you actually cut it out? I guess I kind of want this red too.
Where did my music go? What is going on? Dude, I swear, technology recently hates me.
I believe it. Yeah, the nice thing about like these base coats too is that like I'm not like overly concerned. I'm just concerned about getting an even coverage. I'm not concerned about like, I'm not being sloppy with it or anything, but like like it's not really a big deal if I like, because like I said, I'm gonna be painting these underbelly scales like a little bit more of like a goldish tannish color. So like I'm not really concerned right now about like getting overpaint on it because
my speaker died. I figured it out now. I will just do it on my phone.
I will say this dragon's a pain in the ass.
Dragging these nuts on your face.
Got him. Stole my joke, but still got him.
I don't think it was your joke to steal.
Oh, yeah, I actually invented that joke.
Yeah, because you're so old.
Yeah. Hey, you just had a birthday, dude. I wouldn't start talking shit.
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna be joining me on the stage here soon,
dude. I lifted a little too much on Monday or Wednesday. I think I was packing on Tuesday. Must have been Wednesday. I was so sore on Friday. I just want to die.
I do need to get back into the gym.
Artemis is being trouble. What are you doing over there?
Eating your carpet.
She did more the other day. Like apparently Alyssa got home before I did, and yeah, now there's we put a different mat down there. Dang dog. So frustrating. She's so frustratingly cute.
Yeah, she knows. She's like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, put me away. Can't. Got him.
Got he. I was this dragon model I originally was planning to use for our new campaign, but he's a little too small for what I was planning for it. Because I was planning to do this would be that red dragon that attacked Sergio when you guys first started the campaign.
The gargantuan one?
Correct. But I didn't have a giant dragon model and I didn't want to spoil it, so I didn't want to have you print anything. I got this before I had that plan.
Yeah.
But I was like, I could just use this for that. But
yeah, we'll see. I might have like so I've been obviously DMing Daggerheart and just printing like anything I found that was cool and free at the time. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna move this into the story. Then I was like, okay, let's actually go buy something and let's do it, because we were gonna planning on doing a painting party and I didn't have enough bigger things, and now I have a lot that I can now apply to whatever. And I did this. What we're doing for Daggerheart is Chandler's gonna be taking over at one point to DM, and I told him like, whatever you want printed, if you want something printed specifically, just ask for two of like one thing and the next thing, and that way I really don't know.
Right.
I mean, yes, if we're going to the woods, there might be a hag's hut. That makes more sense, but
yeah. But he could do two different things from the forest, and then you'd be like, I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a little spoilery because it's one of those two things.
Yeah, but it's fine.
But see,
or you could give me obviously a handful, a lot. I really don't care because it can be used. And then I'm printing like a lot of stuff that I just want to reuse, like all these buildings I have. I would eventually like to have like a big table of them, and then have like a big battle scene there eventually.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Someday. A little more water. Do, 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 do.
I could, since I've been recording this on my OBS too, I could, because my OBS is only recording my side of it.
Oh.
I could time lapse this, put it on TikTok or something.
Yeah, and then you don't even need the audio.
Yeah, I'll just put a little soundtrack over it. And...
Yeah, I've never actually edited a video for phones before.
Oh, it's not hard.
Other than on a phone, obviously.
Yeah. You just set the aspect ratio correctly and then
Got it.
scale it. Nothing too intense.
Trying to get back into Premiere for these videos, just like, I don't know where transitions are. Where the heck am I supposed to look for those? It's like looking over.
Yeah, I really want to learn Premiere because I use After Effects for everything. Just because, like, I don't know.
After Effects is an Adobe software that is specifically for video, or is it just for like motion things?
It's for animation mostly, but we use it for video, like, and stuff, because it's really simple, and we don't do like full length videos. Like, you know, we just do like 15-second ads.
Got it.
And so, and we oftentimes have to like animate logos and that. So it's just like just do it all in one spot, kind of a thing.
Sure.
Plus, it's like one less software that we have to learn or expect people to know.
But you want to know it.
I do, yes. There's actually I don't remember what it's called, but there's another software out there that's free. Is it Genie or something like that? Well, I guess a lot of people use that. And it's apparently really good for like TikTok videos or stuff like that. But I haven't looked into it much. Because what I was doing is I was just going on my Twitch clips and then looking at it from like a mobile and then just downloading that and then uploading it. If I wanted a video on TikTok. Too much paint. I don't really need to paint the bottom of his feet, and I probably shouldn't because it's going to stick to something, but...
But here I am.
Here I am, fucking it up.
Yeah, I don't like this green.
Did you paint a bunch of green that you don't like?
Yeah, I should have done a different color or something like that. Maybe I'll come back with like this dark green wash, and then I'll make it look a little dirtier. It'll look better.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, like that stone that I painted on that hut, I started with like a cobalt like blue, and then I just did like a gray wash and then a dry brush over it.
You started with Admiral Blue, right? This stuff.
I don't remember what color it was. I think it was that one.
You did that one with blue? I thought it was you did that the concrete, the slate.
Nope. I did a wash with it, the concrete afterwards.
But you can't do that. Now I have to do that with the rest of them. Damn it.
You don't have to. It's a subtle thing. I don't, it's a lot of these techniques and stuff. It's more for me than it is for anyone else.
I do like watching people paint I've seen a lot of the the Warhammer stuff pop up. Yeah. And that is very cool to watch.
When I was really into painting minis, what was this guy's name? I follow him on YouTube. Let me see if I can find him. I'm not going to play anything of his, but I can show you. He helped me learn a ton about painting minis, and I don't even know if he still does this. I haven't used YouTube in a long time.
You haven't used YouTube in a long time?
Here he is, Miniac. He he just does a lot of videos of like painting things and tutorials, and he does a lot of like lessons. Yeah, Miniac. But he just does a lot of really good stuff. And it's very very detailed lessons, and goes into the whole like art theory of it all and stuff, and it's fun. Like he had one where he was learning how to paint women's faces in minis, and he talked to a bunch of like makeup artists to like learn the thought process behind the way women do makeup, and like, okay, so the contouring and like the highlighting and like where you put those things to accentuate the face better. And he ended up learning a ton, and then he painted a mini after learning all of those things, and it turned out really good.
Jesus.
I mean, granted, he's just a really good painter in general, but he shares like time lapses of like commissions he gets and stuff too, and it's really good stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if I could do the really detailed stuff. My best one I think I painted was Wilfred. That one turned out pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, I think that one you even did like the pink undertones and stuff, so that
Yeah, painted his head like purple or something like that.
Yeah, because he was a drunk.
He's an old
Needed
man. He
him
was
to be
bald.
flushed all the time. Goddamn Wilfred, dragging Ardell all over the different walls.
That was wild. I felt really bad after you find out that this is like different country. I thought it'd be like down the hall, different town.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can go find him. Stay. Everyone watch Cody. He's the better painter.
Jordan likes to glaze my painting work and stuff, but to be honest, there's always a better painter, it's one of those things, like there's always a bigger fish, and it's good to have goals, and so like I personally think that my painting is decent, but it's okay, it's good, like for what I do. I'm not entering these in competition, fun. So that's kind of the thought process here, is that I'm not trying to like overkill it, but I do always see my paint jobs, and then I think back like, oh man, like I did this wrong, or I could have improved on that, or I could have done this differently. I wish I would have spent more time here and here and here, but
I can't get the light to show on him.
but I've talked to Renee about that too, and she was like, yeah, and a lot of people have said this too. Like, I had an art professor who said something similar, where like it's really like it comes off really arrogant to be like, it's okay. Like this is an okay paint job, because like not everybody can do that, and so like to give yourself credit, but like I was telling chat while you were away, I don't know if you were listening, but
Yep.
I mean, it's just good to, for me, there's an unhealthy level of this, but like I try to manage it to stay healthy with it, but to always feel like I could do better, and in the past that has become very toxic for me as well, where I'm like, it makes you burn out really fast because you're like, oh, it's just not good enough, it's not good enough, it's not good enough. But if you can channel that correctly, then it's a really good mindset to have.
I've never put a mini in the door of the the tavern, and it actually fits really well.
They fit nice.
Can't get this to switch cameras. I'm trying to use a
itch to paint.
A little wireless keypad, and it's not switching like I want to do. All right, where was Jordan? Yeah, this backside ugly.
Once I get this base coat on, I'll maybe bring over another mini for one that I've already done.
That is too much water. I fucked that up. Damn it.
Okay, so here's going to be the pain in the ass part. There are so many spikes on the back of this dragon, but I need that red on there. And
so wait, are you not just painting this whole thing red, or you are?
Not the entirety. Like the leathery part of his wing will be more of like a leathery color, and his belly will be kind of like a goldeny, more like natural shade. But I have to get this paint in all these recesses, and that's kind of what's the pain in the ass right now. Because the hard part is like it's gonna want to glob onto these like spikes, and I really don't want it to be like to happen. So I have to be a little delicate. I'm using a little bit thicker of a brush just so I can, since this is a base coat, I can get more paint on in a faster time period. But then once I start to go on my other layers, I'll grab a smaller brush and start.
Yeah, because you said you're
detailing
gonna
and
finish
picking
that today, right?
I don't think so. I wish I could finish it today, but I probably won't.
Oh, this is the one I did that. So when I was printing this, and the print turned out kind of bad on this one, to be honest. I don't know why it goobered on some areas. But I ran out of filament between in the middle of the print, and so I had to switch to red for some reason, and so it has like a stripe of red through the whole thing.
Really?
But I did prime it, so it should be fine. But I'm seeing in some areas that I missed the prime on.
Yeah, and if it's in areas that like are obvious, like there are mini painters out there who they play tabletop games and they use their minis that they paint for that. A lot of them won't even paint like I spent a bunch of time painting like these armpits already, and like a lot of them won't even do that. They'll just leave it because they have to have it done by X date, and it's going to sit on the table like this, so you're never going to see it. So a lot of painters will just like skip ahead on a lot of that stuff. So if you got a little bit of an error in a small spot, like Bob Ross says, it was just a happy accident. Maybe it's just a texture. Maybe that little line tells a story, Jordan.
Yeah, it tells me that I was an idiot.
It could tell the story, maybe a ranger came to that tavern and he got into a fight with somebody, and he dragged that man's face across the side of the house, and it left a red stain.
Previous person painted red, and then that's just didn't get covered correctly.
Yeah. Taxation in that city got too high. They couldn't afford enough paint to cover the whole thing, so they had to just miss a couple spots.
Speaking of like paint and painting, like the fuel tanks on like a spacecraft going up and going a rocket, they leave it unpainted because it like save like 600 pounds of weight by leaving it unpainted.
Really? I did not know that.
Someone fact check me. No. Yeah, I think that's why it looks like that rusty brown color. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. For the stark white spacecraft.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna fact check you. I'm just gonna go ahead and believe that that's a real thing, and I'm gonna repeat it to 7 people.
Oh, so like every American. Good job.
Yeah. It's the American way, dude.
Yeah. Welcome to being taught to not believe everything you see online, but then do when you get older.
You're gonna have to change our stream topic to politics.
What has been your favorite paint thing you've done so far?
My favorite paint job?
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Honestly, it might be Azaius, which was that Drake that Alyssa's character used in your campaign.
Azaius was your favorite, really?
I think so.
Interesting.
I did really like my Evray painting that I can pull up after I'm done with this coat, And I think that I didn't. I'll be honest. My toll rack painting, I'm not a massive fan of. It turned out okay, but I wish I would have spent more time on it. Because it was. I kind of had to just like feel that one out because the story of that dragon was that he was a hybrid between metallic and chromatic, and so I had to like figure
Bullshit
out
some
what I
answers
wanted
over
to be
here.
metallic and what.
Bullshit some reasoning over here. Yeah, he's both.
Yeah, it's not bullshit. He was born to rule the dragons. Yeah, my campaign was incredibly homebrewed, and again, like a lot of it, like I know you guys enjoyed it, which is good, but like I was brand new when I started this story, so like I didn't really know a lot of like the lore of like D&D, so it was just like
Sure,
really
why
me
not?
just making up my own fantasy shit as we went, and then trying to make sense of it all as
I'll
I learned more
say
of the rules.
if I do get back into like D&D with like people I want to like might not play like we did for a session and we didn't play, I do think that the modules are the way to go.
Yeah, yeah, especially if you're new to it. Homebrew's fun, but it's so much more work.
Oh, yeah, I do a bit of writing at least 2 to 3 nights a week. For even just this one player thing, like wow, I'm just doing all this extra stuff for, and I planned on it for it to be like, I told Chandler like, hey, we're just gonna do like combat and shopping and getting items, right? And then he's like,
Yeah.
I want to be a bard, and I want to try to make some money doing the bard stuff. I'm like, you're not gonna make shit. Be coming from a place you know, if you do it the same thing every single day.
What do you mean? Like it's same performance every day?
Yeah, same performance every day. And then then he does like, a combat. He was getting like a bag or two, not a bag, a handful or two of gold a day by playing music for several hours. And then he fights one monster and gets two bags of gold, which is 10 times as much.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Fair enough. I mean, it's a more dangerous job, you know? You got to pick your lifestyle. Not everybody's made for slaying monsters and wants to be a humble bard, dude.
Yeah, but I told Chandler that we were going to make this, but we're just going to do like combat and feel it out.
Yeah.
He forgot that part. He also forgot his freaking accent. Can't believe him. Starts off with like a soft British boy, Elvish tones, and then, good day, mate. He goes straight to Australian.
I like his character's accent. I think it's fun.
It's difficult because obviously this isn't a job to not laugh.
Mm-hmm. It's what? Sorry,
Difficult to not laugh.
Cut out. Oh yeah.
Where is my microphone coming from? Is it coming from my computer? Do I sound okay, other than being far away?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay.
To me, anyway.
Computer's doing a lot of work.
I actually prefer if you turned it off, but it's fine.
It's fine. All right, we're gonna end it here, guys. Thank you for coming. That's all I got. Curdy burned the shit out of me, apparently.
But yeah, I don't know. I like doing accents and stuff. I miss Roscoe.
I'm so bad at accents.
I
can do like tones and stuff like that, like gruff voice and stuff like that, but I can't do, British or Australian or what was Roscoe?
Russian.
Yeah, I hope there's some clips out here of
big cat man who
Yeah,
like
she won't-
to guide people through the mountains.
Yeah, you probably won't see clips of campaign 4 until after Monday because they're not out yet. But yeah, Travis Willingham's character, he did Like a Russian cat man.
Yeah.
Not as heavy as you. Maybe. Well. Yeah, I don't think it was as heavy as yours is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a professional, so.
Cody really leans into it.
I'm but a humble man who D&D things. That being said, I don't have kids and I don't have hobbies besides this, so I have unlimited free time.
I watched an interview with him and Laura and how like they're raising their kid, and he will just ask them a question, but they'll start off with like, "Hey Jester, what are we doing for lunch today?" And then they just have to play their character.
Yeah, that's awesome. I did see a clip of that on TikTok too. I was like, damn, how cool would it be to have like voice actors who are like fun like that?
Yeah. He's like, can you do Hulk? He's like, well, Hulk is just like Grog. And he's like, no, do Hulk. He's like, he screams. Like, that blows up my voice. I can't do that.
It's like, but Hulk hurts.
Yeah, Hulk hurts. How much more do I got? Oh, I did this all. So I only have a little bit left. And then I will wash it and then cry when it looks bad.
I almost put the perfect amount of paint on my palette for this base coat.
Oh, that's why I forgot.
Oops, I fucked up my camera. My Johnson. Don't look at my Johnson.
I 3D would it go down your crotch?
Yeah. Good thing I have pants on.
Cody's fucking painting without pants on.
Just pans down to my hog.
Dude, I follow a group of people, and one of the guys, he's so weird. He just announces like, well, today I'm actually wearing pants. I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean actually wearing pants? Do you not normally wear pants? Like, nah, dude, I just like Winnie the Pooh it over here. he was doing like a podcast for they don't do video, they only do audio, and he's up in Canada.
Okay.
And so they never see his face. They only hear his voice. And the dude was like Winnie the Poohing it for a year.
Jesus. Be so uncomfortable like to learn that. You're like, oh, you just been hanging
no
brain
kidding.
while we're So every conversation we had, you were just
dicks out, right?
Out. Yeah.
Super
dicks
weird
out
guy.
Harambe.
Super weird guy.
Interesting.
I watched that, and I watched those or listened to those episodes, I should say, and I'm either super happy about myself because I'm not him, or just enraged because he does this sort of stuff, and I was like, what? Why? He was like, I think he's a very like lived by himself for a while, and I don't know if he just did not have like the experience with it, but he would like keep he would have a waffle maker, and he kept it in his bathroom.
The fuck? Why?
Because he would sometimes, that's where the water was. He would go get water from there, because I think he just lived in his bedroom like all the time. He very rarely left his bedroom or bathroom. He has stories about falling asleep in the tub. It's just so funny.
Jesus Christ.
Just wild. All right, Cody, I'm done. How's yours going?
I haven't even finished my first base coat of red.
No, it's all right. I would just give you shit. Okay, paint check. Where you sitting at? How's it going?
What?
How's it going? How are things looking?
It's going good. I think it's going all right. I mean, it could be better, but I overall pretty happy with it. It's always hard to tell at this stage. You know, they say trust the process.
I don't trust this process. Have you seen what I've done?
It's always hard at this stage because it's just a base coat, and so you're gonna see like little imperfections that will get covered up later. And also, it's a little wet still, so it's hard to tell. Like, okay, well, is that little imperfection gonna like dry and look normal, or is that gonna look bad? Or But like I said, I will very, 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 very quickly have a second base coat to do on this thing because I'm applying my paint a little thin. Hey, but fun fact. Oh, I don't want paint on that actually. Take it off.
No, what's your fun fact?
Animals typically, the further down to their legs they get, they have darker fur and stuff. So like on a Zeus, when I painted him, like the base of his legs are mostly just like a dark navy color, and then
It's
it
not
gradually
true.
got
Artemis
lighter
has
as it
white.
went to the
I'm looking at
top.
my dog right now. She's got white feet.
I'm talking like wild animals. I'm not talking about the genetically modified animal.
Yeah, she's special.
Centuries.
Hello. Can you say
Centuries
can you say hello
sculpting.
to the stream? You're not on camera though. Come here. Hello. Hello, Artemis.
Artemis.
Hi, love. How are you? Wave to the camera, sweetie.
I need more paint. So what have you painted so far? Show me.
I have only done the green walls. I guess I'm looking at. I can't see what Discord's looking at.
Oh.
You are really far away on Discord. Holy cow. I'm using the webcam. Well, I mean, I'm looking. I can see it kind ofly on the thing, but then on the stream here, you can see. I don't like the green. I thought green would be cool. Not as cool as I thought. Because Alyssa already did the roof for this guy, and it's brown. Brownish red.
I think it looks fine though. You gotta remember that, people paint their houses different colors all the time.
I'll probably hit it with another second coat on the bottom there once it dries, and then I'll give it a wash of some color, and then we'll see how far we are into the stream. Don't know how long you want to stream for. How long have we been going for? I should look.
Like an hour.
Oh wow, we're actually going a lot quicker than I thought. I was waiting for it to be like, yeah, it's been like 30 minutes. Oh no. I'm running out of things to talk about.
That's all you got, huh?
You remember our podcast, right? I was not the person that was very good at the podcast. I just edited it.
Well, I mean, I think it too, like, it just depends. It's hard to find that flow. When I was streaming more consistently, I always found that to be an issue. It's like some days you're just not in the flow of it, and so it's like, I don't know, I just don't have anything to say. But that was also a pretty rough period of time while I was trying to do that with Leo and everything, and tried to get back into it, and I just didn't have the motivation. Rinse my brush so the paint doesn't dry in the ferrule. Gust of Wind Dance.
Gust of Wind Dance. Sorry. Close enough.
Gust of Wind Dance. 6-piece combo. Sweet and sour sauce.
I enjoyed watching your streams. I would put them on in the background while I was doing random shit. Working my 3D printer.
Yeah.
Random stuff. I should be modeling stuff here soon. A family friend reached out and asked him if I could recreate a gear from like an off-brand Lego set. I'm like, maybe.
That's kind of cool. You're like, I just can't sell it technically, but yeah.
No, it's gonna take me longer to freaking model the thing than print it. No, I'm just gonna, it's fine.
That's a good idea though. I didn't even think of that. Like, you have like a missing Lego piece, you can just print a new one.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this will be super easy if I can find it. It's not Lego branded.
Oh, like a Mega Bloks thing or something.
Yeah, I didn't. She said that it wasn't a Lego one. Otherwise, I'm like, dang it, this would have been so easy just to find one and hit print. I'm gonna guess it's gonna take me well over an hour to model this thing because it's something special. It's like a little gear thingy.
Is it like a Bionicle, you think?
It's like an RC
Bionicle
car.
Piece? Oh.
Like a Lego RC car. And my modeling skills
So
are
hard.
okay. But I've also wanted to. I found out there's an app on 3D platform, so like the MetaQuest and stuff like that. I think it's free, and I saw someone making little characters. They were bigger than like a mini on like Wolford right here. But you could probably model them and then print them off via doing that. I thought that'd be kind of cool too.
That'd be neat.
And I can make my own buildings instead of paying for them. Alyssa, you didn't hear that. I only paid for the files.
Yeah, I mean, buying that stuff printed, or you can, buy stuff painted and shit even online, commission stuff to be painted, get pretty expensive.
Well, yeah, and then like right now I could what model 3D modeling I'm using just Fusion 360, which is very not organic shapes. What have I modeled? I modeled in front of me. I have this little speaker from Soundcore. I modeled a little hookup thing that hooks onto the other side. It wraps around it. I wish my cameras worked. My camera switcher worked.
Just so you can hang it from stuff, or what?
Yeah, so I could suspend it from two sides versus just because the one it just has like the string hook on it.
Oh, okay.
If you've seen, can I switch to another camera? I'll just have to do it this way. Scene 2. My little towers here on my DM screen. I modeled those and printed them on both sides. Anything else in front of me? My range measurement tool, my ruler, I guess. I did. What do I want? Well, because it is just a distance ruler. It's not a.
I know, it just sounded funny. Like,
I modeled this.
do you mean a tape measure?
My
That's
operations manager at work yeah, she says measuring device.
A measuring device?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. But yeah, the different ranges in Daggerheart that you play with, I modeled this one and I printed it. And then actually did a smooth, or called ironing setting, and it makes it really smooth.
Really? That's cool. So you don't get the chunkiness of it all?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So it's not really like for units of measurement. It's like just the words that they use in Daggerheart.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
Why is this not working?
Hard part about like complex models like this with all these crevices is like, I thought I got all of it, and then I like am turning the model around and I'm like, oh, missed a whole chunk.
Missed that one? Missed this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had ended up rushing my Tolerac model, and that's why I don't care as much.
Why would you do that?
We had a session coming up, and I needed to get quick. I used that one. I tried to use that like Zenithal to you, where I kind of just I based it in a black, and then I did like a dark gray, like heavy dry brush, and then a really light white dry brush, and then I used blue ink on his body. Let me just get like a base coat on these wings, and then I can bring over some models while this dries.
I don't believe you. You should show me.
I'm going to. Ah, fuck, not enough water. It's tough too, because like sometimes like if I can do long brush strokes, then I can kind of get away with like fucking up paint a little bit, but I just don't want streaks on it, especially like the wings are a hard area to do because it's like there's such a focus and there's such a wide space that like people will notice if you fuck them up.
Yeah, like I have Cody print something like, oh, you fucked this one up, I see, and just like it's interesting, like coming from somewhere where we're like I am very much an amateur. Cody could consider himself probably like a novice or something like that, but going from what you do to what I do, and it's like when you fuck up, I'm like, yeah, get him. He failed. I do that when
Fucking
Austin.
idiot! He can't paint worth shit.
Yeah, I do that with Austin when we mountain bike and like he trips up. I just laugh my ass off every time because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
I obviously make sure he's not hurt. Like, are you not hurt? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, good. That was fucking hilarious. Hey, sweetie. When you come down next, can you bring my mouse? Should we show a fat cat on stream? Oh. I really don't want to paint the inside of this because it is really. I also did if the filament's not dry, it'll string. You know, like little like plastic string everywhere. It looks like just like little hairs all over the thing. And it's not breaking at all. Even dry filament can do it, depending on the material and how high quality it is. But usually, just after you print it, you just take like a heat source, heat gun, flame, whatever, something that's hot enough, and you just quickly go over it and blast it. And I did it with your model that you painted, Cody. And it looks like I missed it on this one, so it's got some all over the place that they look ugly. Ugly.
That's a good idea. I never really thought about that. I mean, I think you told me about that when I was there last, but like, yeah, that when things are imperfect with 3D printing, yeah, you just heat gun it and then it'll melt back into place.
Yeah, the little strings will just vanish, and then like I need to get a soldering iron so I can like I would love to
like really isolate your fixes.
Yeah, and I would like to manipulate some later on where I want to, we're gonna definitely raid the tower. Here's a bomb or whatever, and then I can remove a piece, or I can print two pieces, and actually destroy one with the hot soldering iron and make it look like it exploded. Paint it, and then when it happens, I can replace it with a piece that kind of looks, like it actually happened. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What color should I paint these rocks? Or the base? Probably a black or a dark color, and then dry brush them like every other thing I do that's black and dry brushed. God, these ones are really standing out, so I got to do a lot of painting on this guy. It's just the bottom though. Oh, that can't happen. Hey,
Bork.
shush. Oh, this is supposed to take care of that.
Sorry, I got really focused for a second.
How dare you?
Because I also, like I said, I also have music going. So quiet it probably is for like people watching. I'm like
6 ways to ADHD, Cody over here.
Dude, I have problems. I should be taking Adderall every day probably. But...
Cody has Cody has the magnetic stand when he's like at work, so you can focus while doing a meeting. I should have done this color, limeade. Dang it.
Yeah, you could have made a lemonade stand out of it.
The limeade looks better in my opinion.
What is your favorite type of dragon? Like, do you have what media source that shows dragons has been your favorite? Like, do you like Game of Thrones style dragons, Harry Potter style dragons? Like, what do you think?
I'm very bad at this. I'm trying to think. Is there any other than like? Stop clicking! Don't click! Don't click! You can come way over. Like, come on. She's trying to hand me a mouse. Like sorry.
What?
Alyssa was down here trying to hand me a mouse, and then it was on, so I was clicking. I was worried she was messing with stuff.
Oh.
God dang it. My favorite media of that represents dragons.
Because I personally actually like Game of Thrones near the end with Drogon. That's pretty fucking sick dragon.
But
I have
they're
to
like
admit.
the wings and wyverns type of thing, right? They have no front arms.
So this is kind of like it's mostly just like a D&D thing like makes that differentiation.
Really?
Yeah, dragons have been seen across like tons of different cultures, and like they're all called dragons, but they're, we've made that distinction just to make like games easier. If things were realistic, a dragon would most definitely look more like a wyvern, like what we
correct.
know as a wyvern, than because like
Too much
no
weight.
other animals have fucking 6 limbs except bugs, so
It's a bug.
insects.
It's a bug dragon.
Yeah. But yeah, so they are wyverns, but I do feel like that is like one of my favorite media interpretations of it, because Harry Potter does the same thing. Like those are, what we would call a wyvern, but
Did they
there's
really?
just
I
it's
thought
really
those
just like
were
a
more
type of
dragon
dragon.
shaped.
No, they only have the 2 back legs, and they have claws on their wings to be their front legs. There might be like, because I know there's variations that you don't see in the movies and shit, so there might be 4-legged dragons in that too, but
Oh, that's very fair.
not so much that I'm aware of.
What was...
Smog from The Hobbit.
Aragon.
He's a wyvern, technically. Aragon, yeah.
He is a... Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Who's messing with me here? I really don't know. Don't know if he's...
Have you ever seen the Dragonheart movies?
Is that what I'm thinking of?
If you haven't seen Dragonheart, you should see it. I mean, it's older now, so it's pretty corny. But like when I was little, that movie made me cry. The first one.
You wouldn't cry to that.
The ending is really sad.
What am I thinking? I think... Is it Aragon? Maybe
Yeah, Aragon's dragons.
I understand. Yeah. I don't want AI mode. Damn it. Oh, well.
Okay, well, we can make it simpler. What's your favorite favorite dragon in D&D?
Ooh. Hold on a second. What's yours?
I don't know a lot about like the gem dragons and stuff, so I mean my opinion might change. But I personally actually like when it comes to like design and stuff, I actually like the blue dragon the most.
Yeah, the blue
I like
dragon's
the
really cool.
giant singular horn. Like they just look so menacing. But I also like I do like the metallic dragons. Like I think that the way you can build a world with metallic dragons is so much more interesting to me than chromatic dragons. Just with the like, oh, like they shapeshift as humans a lot, or like they interact with the world more than like, it's like chromatic dragons are just like this really dramatic like environmental show of force, and then like metallic dragons just feel a lot more like socially powerful, and I don't know, I just think that in a story you can get a lot more engaging with metallic dragons.
This guy only
but I would
wants
say blue, design wise, blue is my favorite.
$15 for a 3D resin print, non painted. What? That can't be right.
Yeah, so thanks for listening to everything I just said. But...
Anyway, I think blue dragons are the cool. Hold on a second. Sorry, sidetracked. It's gonna be really dumb here. 1 second. It's gonna piss you off.
Okay.
If we're talking about full-on dragon, I also thought blue was very cool. I like the singular horn. Jesus! 1 second here. Nope. Yell at a dog.
She's like, pay attention to me. Okay, there's that. Let that dry for a while. I can go grab my. I'll switch my screen while that dries too. Let's see.
Cool. He leaves just as I get back.
No, I mean I'm just stepping behind me. Give me a second.
Cool. He leaves when I just get back. Where is this dragon?
So besides the let me see if I can move this in a way that'll let it focus on my face a little bit more. Besides the building that I painted at your the most recent thing I painted was this owl bear.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
This was a couple friend of ours. He 3D printed this while we were hanging out. This was a long time ago now, but 3D printed it while we were hanging out. And I just kind of did a really quick, easy paint job on that. But my biggest paint jobs, I'll show you this one again, more for the streamers or watchers and stuff, because you've already seen this, but Tolrak.
I do remember him.
Yeah, so he's got like the metallic wings, and then he kind of has like a really washed out blue flesh tone. And then his chest and his horns are metallic. And then I kind of did this like glowing orange effect on his eyes, so that he could look a little bit more menacing. But the idea behind him too is that he like basically resurrected after he got his heart back from Dole. Do you remember that kind of?
Yeah.
And then so he's meant to look a little bit more like aged and undead a little bit too. But he's fucking meaty. I do really like this model. Is so cool. And I don't know if it's printed on here. Dragon Bond. I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $30. It might have been more, to be honest. They might be around 50. But I got two from that same sculptor or that same company. And they're really good models. If anybody watching is trying to get into mini painting or anything like that, I really recommend these. They're easy to paint. Their molding is and like what's the word I'm looking? Posing is very good for painting because they leave you a lot of open space. Unlike this model where it's like everything's in a tight crevice. But then the one I enjoy more is my I named it Evre, but this is also by Dragon Bond. I don't remember the exact name of the model, but I think it's like Quetzalcoatl, or however you pronounce that. And he is like a giant like bird dragon.
Oh, that's right.
And so I did like this cool gradient on the wings and tried to make him feel really like lifelike. So this one turned out really good. I really liked this one. I mean, he looks a little doofy, but he's cool. I did the back as well. Very spirit, free spirit, nature-y. And he was the protector of the Anzan Mountain, right? Kind of like a spirit guardian of that area. So that was fun. I spent a lot of time on that. I took a few days on it, really. Just like setting it down, coming back to it, adding more gradients and washes and things like that. But yeah, now we're hold this in front of the nice camera. It's kind of hard, trust the process. Like I said, it's still a little wet, so that's what that glossiness you're seeing is. But they'll have this really vibrant red base coat. So when I start to add the purple wash and the orange highlights and stuff, that will get a lot more muted in terms of like just being this crimson red that's in your face. Sorry, not crimson, scarlet. What are you pointing at? Are you picking my nose? Son of a bitch.
Here, Cody. My favorite dragon. The half red dragon veteran.
The half red dragon veteran?
Yeah, look it up.
What is that?
Google it. It's cool.
Googling. Veteran. That's not a dragon though. That's a. I mean, I knew this was a monster in the monster manual.
When a dragon is polymorph from form, mates with another creature.
Ah, really? I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh, they
Half
have like a
dragons
blue
are
one
capable
too.
of.
He's got like a spear.
Yeah, half dragons are incapable of having natural born offspring. Those who wish to propagate must find other ways to do so.
Whoa, these guys are sick. So you're more of a red dragon guy?
I mean, I wish it was. I wish there was other ones besides red. I wish it had just been like half dragon veteran, not just half red dragon veteran.
Yeah.
There is
I
other.
think that the
uh,
black dragons are definitely the scariest in my opinion.
there's also half dragon as well, but this one doesn't give me a description of it. Is that? Yeah. Ghost dragon.
Yeah, dude. Should I drink my Kool-Aid? It's just paint water.
It's a moon potion. What's it give you?
Jordan,
Lead poisoning.
I'm gonna get your stream banned.
Because you
This is
chose
paint
to do,
water.
because you decided to
It's
do something dumb.
toxic. It's toxic. It's
Good thing I'm
not
recording, so I can say that he is an idiot.
toxic. I do not condone this behavior on my stream. Yeah, dude. I still have that. I have a real grade Talgeese Gundam to build too, so I gotta work on that eventually. I just like this dragon was mostly out of like laziness, and I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with it, so I was just kind of letting it sit until I could figure that out. Then that Talgeese Gundam, I'm just intimidated by it. I've never done a real grade before, so it's a little nerve wracking. And I wanted to just do a really good job on it, and so I wanted to wait till I had like the mental capacity to work on it. What's that one? Ground type, RX-79. Nice, nice, nice.
Let's do this on. Now that we're doing this, we can do this on stream. Austin has Austin. Is this the one that Austin got me, or did I buy this? Austin has one for both of us.
Yeah, when we did our Monster Hunter party, and then I got sick, so I
You
couldn't
got
get
the
around to
shits
it.
from eating steak.
Yeah, yeah, I had endless diarrhea from probably also from those Texas egg rolls I made. Deep fried chicken and cowboy casserole.
They were delicious.
Cowboy caviar, not casserole. They were a little onion forward. I should have added like seasoning to the chicken. Okay, so this is gonna take a minute to dry because I put so much on it. And like,
What
if
is
I was
the?
being a good, if I was
ahead.
being a good boy, I would second coat it. But I don't. It's hard. The patience is hard, dude.
Me too.
What were you gonna ask?
What is the lore behind your dragon? You got some dragon lore for me on that one?
This one? Well, I don't right now. That's kind of like what I was saying earlier, is that I was kind of waiting for like the right time to paint it, like if I needed it for anything. But I just decided to go for it because it's been sitting on my shelf for a couple of years, and I just I've been meaning to paint it. I could make up lore for it though.
Yeah, what's the lore behind
this is
it?
technically an adult, and it is technically size gargantuan, I believe.
If it's the
yes,
you talked about
this is
an adult the size large. No. Yes.
this is definitely
No.
a size above large.
Huge. Yes, it's huge.
Huge.
Small,
huge,
medium,
yes, huge.
large, huge.
And then gargantuan. So yes, this is huge, not gargantuan. This one's gargantuan. You can see the difference in the base sizes. So this one, big difference. But No, so he size huge. Maybe I don't. I've never really worked with dragons, and like people oftentimes enjoy the red dragons because simple. They're just an incredibly apex predator who just they're kind of chaotic. They're very like just want to show off how strong and powerful they are, and they're very oppressive. Um, which is why I kind of don't like red dragons personally. Like to me that just sounds so boring.
You want
But
deeper stories than that?
yeah, like green dragons are super smart and manipulative, set traps, and they like to, just manipulate things. And like black dragons are just like obsessed with torturing things. So they'll literally like bring something back to life just to torture it again. Like just creepy shit like that. I mean, I guess you could say similar. Like blue dragons are actually, if I remember right, blue dragons have the highest intelligence stat out of all the chromatic dragons.
Yeah.
Um, yes, but they live in deserts.
Just
So they
dry.
tend to just have like really huge hordes of wealth underground, in like different areas like that, and they'll gather a lot of like minions to like protect where their hoard is buried and stuff like that, and just use their size and intelligence to just manipulate those creatures into working for them essentially. But red dragons are just really simple, like what you think from like an animalistic dragon, not in the sense like white dragons are, where it's basically just a predator. But red dragons are arrogant. They're very bold. They're not afraid to just go attack something because they just want to show off that they can.
You're
And
saying that's for
they
red
do not take
dragons?
lightly. Yeah, this is red dragons, and they do not take lightly to like being threatened or being challenged in any way. So I like red dragons for the idea that they hunt and kill other dragons and steal their wealth. That's the way like I pitch it so that it's more interesting. Like, oh, this red dragon, maybe his name is uh I don't know. I don't know a lot of good dragon names, but maybe Thordak. That sounds original. I know it's Critical Role's dragon, but
I am wearing a Critical Role
maybe
shirt.
nice. Maybe he kind of like has some minions that go to cities and then they try to listen in and see if there's any dragons who are of similar age to him that have amassed hordes or dominated areas of like the landscapes, and then he just seeks them out and tries to kill them. I mean, maybe that's his story, which I think could be interesting. Like um just wants to be like the biggest baddest dragon and doesn't want any competition.
Do you
And then
remember
go ahead.
uh my campaign with the white dragon?
Yes.
The plot hook for that, I actually got out of uh the description for white dragon. It has like plot hooks or potential uh stuff you could do, like adventure hooks I should say,
Mm-hmm.
for that. And it was like uh the white dragon, you guys have caused the white dragon to leave, and now, or a
Okay.
cult, or some sort of cult has caused the white dragon to leave its lair, and now the demon that was under the ice in the lair is now melting. Bring the dragon back.
Oh, like there's a demon that like just the presence of the white dragon was keeping it at bay, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. I got a little bit of Glitz's storyline. Glitz is one of my favorite characters I've made. I really enjoy him.
Yeah, the two. I
And
didn't
that
like
little
stealing from him.
side quest. Yeah, I know. Everyone was really upset that they were stuck into that, but you signed the contract, But yeah, I got him. Renee got me for my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember which one, but she got me a Book of Dragons. And it had like all these different types of dragons and stuff and one of them was I think they used a brass dragon. I don't remember correctly, and I even just took the name. I think his name is Glitz in that book as well. And the whole like side quest with like he needs ingredients for brewing things and stuff like that. A lot of that was taken from that book. But the character himself, how he behaves, how he acts, what his like him hoarding stories instead of so he has like all those books and stuff, and he whenever somebody asks him for a favor, all he asks in return is like a cool story. So like, hey, go on this adventure, and like when the only thing I'll help you, but the only thing I ask in return is that you give me like a good story to tell, and that's why he owns a tavern, because he likes to hoard stories. Um, and so that's kind of his whole gist. But I did have a couple other quests lined up for him that I won't divulge at this moment. But yeah,
So I'll have to kill
I don't
him.
know. He was a fun one. What? I didn't hear what you said.
It's like, yes, I'll have to kill him.
Yeah, gotta kill him now. But no, I don't know. There's a lot of really cool dragons. There's one that was like enslaved by Duergar. But then as he aged, he got much bigger, and demanded that they make like Underdark armor for him. So he's like this giant like adamantium armored dragon that like has like an army of Duergar under him.
Is this from the book?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's really fucking cool. I'll see if I can get the picture of it.
And he's leaving me. This is where I can tell you this stream is not brought to you by whatever he's gonna bring over here, so don't believe him.
So this book, by Game Masters, I think that's what their company is called. Game Master. It was a $30 book, but it is a book on legendary dragons. So there's on the cover there's some cool designs and stuff. Let's see if I can find that one, because he is really cool. Let's see. Sorry for the mic noise. I keep bumping my mic. I thought he was towards the beginning. Yeah, so here's the inspiration for Glitz. Try not to knock anything over. I have so much shit on my desk. Glitz. Yeah. So I liked him a lot. I read the story book. They actually have you like fighting a lich. So I was like, well, we're too low of a level for that, but
yeah, that's the hard part. There's a lot of cool monsters that they add for later levels that you're just kind of sitting there going, I want to look in, I want to watch.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah, like this is a CR21. This is the dragon I was talking about. Balar, Beast of War. So here's a picture. I don't know if I'm technically allowed to share this shit. So he's got this big dragon and like this Duergar army under him. But the story of him, and at least I'm recalling correctly, Balar was once a proud dragon. Actually, I might have it backwards. Balar was once a proud dragon, soared over the vast woodland territory filled with multitude of creatures that cowered before him. Then came the adventurers. For their wizard, it was not enough to just defeat the dragon. Balar was captured alive and became a subject of the wizard's dark fascinations. Like many proud wizards before him, Balar's captor became increasingly obsessed with expanding his knowledge. Eventually, the growing curiosity drove the wizard to madness, and he began to vivisect Balar. I don't know what that means. Prying arcane secrets from the dragon to the ends of cruel implements. Finally, the dragon snapped. Though the wizard was dead and Balar's belly full, the dragon was imprisoned within the bowels of a tower. And then eventually, without getting us copyright struck or anything, which I don't think we will because no one's watching this, but yeah, eventually he gets locked away in that tower. I think free him, and then like they build armor for him and shit. So it's just really cool.
I like the story. Monster Hunter. Who's the very big bad? Fatalis.
Yeah.
Where his scales are made off of the dead dead hunters.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that Monster Hunter handles their monsters and the lore.
They have cool dragons.
They do.
But they are called wyverns.
Correct.
Except for, let me actually revise this. Maybe I can, refute this with you. Did you see the new one they just released?
The new what?
They released a new monster to fight.
Omega weapon? Yeah.
Yeah, this is like metal.
Yeah, dude. It's a fantasy.
It's Final Fantasy. Is that what you said? You cut out.
Yeah.
Got it. I've heard it's stupid hard.
Yeah. Well, he's stupid hard in the games, so I would hope so. He's like a secret like ultra boss in like the Final Fantasy games. Super boss, I guess you could call it. So yeah, that makes sense. I've seen a few clips of people fighting it, and I was like, oh, no, thank you. All right, let's see if I can get this back up. I should be able to start adding a second coat now. Get this back up. My camera really just wants to fight me here. Okay. But yeah. Yay, dragons.
Yay, dragons indeed.
All right, let's get another coat on this little bastard.
Is Smog wyvern shape or dragon shaped?
Wyvern.
Really? I don't
He
remember.
only has the 2 back legs, yeah. I like Smog too. Smog's a good example of what a red dragon is like.
Collecting hordes.
Well, I mean, all dragons do that, but it just like the I don't take shit and I just think things are mine when I say they're mine. And if you fuck with me, I have no problem just burning an entire city down just to prove a point. Whereas a lot of other dragons are a little bit more calculated than that, except white dragons. I don't really know though. I struggle with white dragons because they they are the technically like stat wise the dumbest dragons.
Yeah.
When it comes to just like intelligence in general, not necessarily like intuition and all that, but I just find like them hard to run that way. Like we had a couple white dragons in our campaign and I just wanted them to be like I feel like red dragons, they dominate for a reason, just to like show off, like I said, and then like white dragons would do it just because like they think they need to. You know what I mean? Like it's more of like a necessity than a desire. Just like the way like a jaguar would be if it saw something in its territory, you know?
Yeah, that's why it was hard for me to convey that when I said the dragon had in my other game, the dragon had left its territory and went to another city. That's why I think I based it off of the magic item, the Orb of Dragonkind,
Yeah.
where they being the Draken Thrall had it, and then they convinced or used it on the White Dragon to go and attack said city.
Yeah. Which I thought that was a good explanation, like kind of it's being manipulated.
Yeah. And then it gave me an excuse to change the city of Neverwinter that I had in my game to Foreverwinter.
Oh, that's cool.
Because if the party were to kill the dragon there, I think I was gonna have it where the dragon's corpse carried so much magic that it turned it to for wintertime, forever.
That'd be cool.
But not inhabitable winter, just like
Like
still wintry,
like super, Arctic kind of winter.
on the coast. Which, I mean, probably would have drastically changed the environment and the populations, because who the fuck wants to live there?
Well, yeah, all the farms and shit would have died out. Yeah, I had a big plan for Infernaloth, the dragon from the beginning of my campaign.
God damn it.
I thought that was a really exciting intro to the campaign.
Yeah,
But
I couldn't do dick.
well, I think that's the point. Like you guys weren't really supposed to, you know, do much for it. Like it was really just it was there to set the tone for the rest of the campaign that like this one's going to be harder, it's going to be a little intimidating. Sometimes it's best to run away. But
Yeah.
you guys did a pretty good job about like running away from the Hydra and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did. I was like, we haven't ran. Oh, we did run from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Shit's fun, but being an adult is hard. And as you can tell by today, we were painting instead of playing Daggerheart. Shit happens.
Yeah. Shit do happen. I'm kind of painting off stream again, damn it.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to watch your thing because I kind of have you somewhat, your screen on the overlaid over the top. But it's not perfect.
Sure. Well, it's hard because like I'm looking through my camera boom
Arm.
and my mic boom. Yeah, arm.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah,
like
I had
this
the
small
camera.
window where I can see.
I have the camera way up high, as you saw when you were here for the battle camera, which I
Yeah.
might need to lower it a touch.
Why is that?
Just cause like if I have a smaller map, like I had the last one, I had Chandler and the gang in a small basement, and the map I made was really small.
Got it. So just it's too zoomed out kind of a thing.
Yeah. Just the things you know, testing, I guess. I'm really glad these microphones work as good as they do when they're plugged in in a not super busy hub.
Yeah. Yeah, the lapel mics make a big difference.
So what are you currently doing right now? You're giving another paint over?
Yep, just doing another coat of red over the top because my paint was a little too thin, so there's way too much black showing through, and that's not going to work well. Like if I was to just go straight to the next step of giving it like a little purple wash, then it would have just been like a really really dark. It would have been too dark, and I want it to be a little bit more vibrant so it pops. But like I said, I don't want it to be like earlier. I said I like my painting to be a little bit darker because I just feel like that looks more natural. But I don't want the black to show through more than the colors I'm adding.
Yeah, yeah. I am just painting the bottom of the, as you could call it, the building, this pavement color. And I'll probably come back with a couple coats of the dry brush to make it less dark.
Nice, nice, nice. You didn't go for like those mud effects I taught you about?
Potentially, I kind of blacked out and ignored you when you did that, other than seeing the aftermath. So I will.
What's new? What's new? I mean, it's really just take like a semi-dry brush and some brown paint, and then just like very gently dab like the messy bristles against the base of the build.
Got it.
And then just sporadically, so that it just looks like, you know, as wagons pass and shit, the mud kind of splashes up onto the side.
Mud and shit.
Literally mud and shit. Depends where the building is, I guess. If you got peasants, it's definitely some mud and shit.
Yeah, I think the lore. Well, we'll see. If I don't like the paint job, I might not use it. The lore behind this building, I think it's going to be, since it was a double story, I think it's going to be a person of like a religious lead, like a priest or a pastor, some of that type, and they're living a more lavish life than they normally would.
Ooh, like a mega church?
Like
You
a
getting
mega
religious in your
church.
game? Disestablish the religion.
Time for Cody's character to find them kids.
He's really good at finding kids.
Sure
Not in a creepy way.
sounds like a creepy way.
It does. Kind of wish I didn't say it.
Clip that.
Look, man, he just cares, okay?
He just wants to, yeah. If my boss was on one of those tangents of like, just like, well, I don't want the the EMF signals to hurt you guys, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right, shut up. And he's like, well, if caring for you guys is a crime, arrest me. Like, all right, calm down.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. It's tough out there.
Dang it, I'm gonna need a little more gray, and I didn't. Well, I can use I guess I can wash it down too. Oh
It's nice that
boy,
my overhead camera quality isn't super great because then people don't know if I'm messing up.
That's why I just have you on the big screen. You're the biggest camera right now, so that they're only watching you.
How come you don't want people watching you, man? Yeah, are you switching over to yours every now and then?
Well, no, but I can. Where's my other paint cam? Well, the problem is here. Let me move my camera. Let me go because I didn't adjust my camera. That's also why I didn't do it.
Oh.
Because I was being lazy.
You lazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I tell you what, get over here.
Go a little further. Ah! Sorry. Hopefully you don't vomit.
What? Oh, you're moving the camera a bunch.
And the camera fell, so it started to swing.
Oh. It's a free roller coaster.
Don't want them to look at my crotch area.
Heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't.
Jordan does not approve of crotch glances.
Yeah, get that out of here.
He just approves of grabbing my balls at friends' parties.
Hey, you asked for it.
I asked for it. Everyone, you and James wanted to throw me in the snow. And
Is that what it was? I don't even remember.
Me up. Yeah. You guys, everyone went out and jumped in the snow because it was like your guys' like tradition. And I was like, well, that's not my tradition.
Well, so I think I jokingly went for you, and then James really went for you. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then
like, well, I guess this is happening.
Cody's balls are in my hand, and I'm like, okay, well, we're here.
Yeah. Yep. Might as well I could do a little grab and twist, you know?
Yeah, take you out for dinner first, at least, but.
Yeah. It's like... that was before I had the snip done too, so you could have got pregnant. I think that's how that works, right? It's a funny concept. Somebody who never got taught sex ed, it's like trying to get their girlfriend pregnant. He's like, I think you just hold my balls for a while, and then you just get pregnant. Family-friendly stream still, or are we past that?
Always. My grandma tunes in. Hi.
Hey, Jordan. Oh, looks like you're having fun with your friend. Oh, dog.
Out of the
That
will.
happens. Yeah.
Yep.
I am not in anybody's will. I can assure you that.
Well, Cody, if
That's
you
not
wanted
true,
to be,
man.
you'd have
Well,
listened to them a little more and hear their thoughts.
that's true.
No, you decided to get a nose piercing and.
Yeah, now I'm all liberal. Ew. What song is this? Oh, I thought I recognized it.
What, the music?
My music, it's just a instrumental cover of a different song. And I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And then makes sense. Luckily, the second coat goes a lot faster than the coat. Because you're just kind of covering up any imperfections that you missed and just glossing over the work so it's more vibrant.
If you are cool with it, if you come when, geez, let me start. If you are cool with the idea of doing a painting stream with me, I will give you a next time you're here, which I think we have on the 18th or something like that. I'll give you some terrain to take with you, and we can paint when Chandler wants to bounce. And that way I don't have to.
As long as you don't need it anytime soon, you know?
No. Well, yeah, I'll need it the next time you come back. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I just freaking. Damn it.
You fuck up?
No.
I fucked up once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was
I
that the
got
nose
good.
piercing or what?
No, that was a good choice.
Did.
I actually spent a lot of time deciding if I wanted to get a nose piercing. I took a paper clip and it bent it into a circle and then just like put it in my nose for like a week to see if I liked it.
Question. Am I remembering this right? Did you have that when I met you? Or did you get it during that class?
I got it my last year at college. So yeah, you probably knew me before.
Yeah.
I got it like February of my last year.
Man, this guy's weird. I thought I liked him, but then he got a piercing. Now he's really weird.
Yeah, like, oh, now he's gonna touch my butt or something. He's gonna look at my penis at the urinal.
He might make me that trans or whatever those kids are doing these days.
Yeah. You one of them guys with the pronouns?
All right, we're gonna cut to your screen now. Go.
I always think that's funny. I watch a lot of like, we don't have to talk politics, but I just think it's funny, like, because like pronouns, that's just like a general English term. You know, it's like everybody has a pronoun, but
Yeah.
everything has a pronoun. You know, but like I always see people like, all right, what's your name, age, and pronouns? I ain't got no pronouns. And he's like, what? You're not a he. You're not a they. You're not anything.
Yeah,
Like, nope,
they don't see it
I'm
that
a
way
man.
though. I'm a man.
It's just funny. It's like, okay, cool story, bro.
Alyssa, is the banana bread done?
Banana bread.
She want to make
At
banana
work
bread.
today, dude?
Hell yeah. Can I have a slice? That can be my food thing for this episode because I didn't do one. Well, I did one, but Chandler decided not to eat it or show it, so he's the bastard.
Just dogging him on stream.
Absolutely, dude. Cancels me last second, and I can guarantee you what it's for. It's gonna be piss me off.
Hey, man. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Gotta nut. Just kidding. I don't know.
Nut.
Lizard.
Did I show you that? that the lizard thing is for when you're like selecting a font in Photoshop or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lizard, lizard, lizard. That's what's going through my head while I'm painting this dragon.
touch, touch. You can come all the way up to here before you're on camera. So.
It's the best banana
That you've ever made? Yeah. Okay. So let's go.
I really want to. I want to make pumpkin bread.
This is lemonade. Yeah. Okay, try this, Alyssa. Cody made the health potion. You want to try it?
I mean, what?
Alyssa looked at my green water I have. She's like, "Is that lemonade?" She is sick right now. I don't know what happened. You were like allergies yesterday, and now you sound sicker than a dog. So let me switch over to. Of course, it's not working. Why would it work? Give me the big camera. Oh, this is the biggest camera I have. Why should I go to this one? I can go to the top cam. Alyssa made banana bread.
Banana
But
bread.
it's in a bowl for some reason. You can put a ton of chocolate chips in here. Let me mute myself so it's not gross. Hold on.
I really want to make pumpkin bread. I've never made that before.
Alyssa, this is just 90% chocolate chips.
She said it's the best banana bread I ever made.
Yeah, she is for that.
and sugar.
Like, I should have got like a glass of wine or a beer or something.
Good job, hon. You're not on camera, I promise.
All right, I got a base coat there on the reds. We are based, bro. It's been based.
Alrighty. Should we call it there?
Yeah, because I'll have to let this dry for a while. I really want to cure before I do a wash on, because if I keep it really watered, if I add any like watered down paint, it's just gonna pull
and melt.
the
Or
red
not
off.
melt. But yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
How far did you finish yours?
No, I did the green on all the 2 layers. I didn't do the interior.
Okay.
But I did the if you're on the watching the stream, I did the bottom. I just based in the asphalt. I keep saying asphalt. They label it as pavement, but
Yeah.
that was a good. How long have we been going for? 2 hours? 2 hours, please.
Yeah, about 2 hours.
Sweet.
It's a good stream.
Huh.
All right, now you keep your stream up, and we'll stream within a stream. I'll do this, and then I can stream. I'll stream a game. I'll stream. You streaming. Me streaming.
Oh God, it's like so. I don't like it.
Well, thank you for having me at pod.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Stream.
It was fun.
Yeah,
We
dude.
got
It was good.
we got a lot of stuff done. A little bit technical difficulties, but overall, not too bad. I will know this for the
It'll be
future.
easier next time too.
What I have to do. Apparently, I have to plug in the TV in order to move the. I'm streaming this on a laptop, so it's keeping everything at a distance. Everything's away from me too. It's actually because I just plugged it in exactly where I'm usually sitting. So that's where all my cables are currently routed to. But yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we will call it there. Thanks everyone for coming, and we will see you next. Well, I don't know about next week. If you're around, you being the audience, come check it out. I don't know if we'll be around. I might just have to use some backup footage for the stream. So we will see. Once again, thanks Cody for joining me, and we'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye. Cody, can you clap for me? Okay.
There, you got 3 solid ones to get.